There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Calling out people who willing to serve. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise of them. The work with my life without fear.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you. I can't SKTV menu. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes, I know money. The more I get you. And you love our money. The more I get you.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
And I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the local and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We searching for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Calling out people who willing to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Penku, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat to San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
So, Mabel.
Yeah, I saw you at the so I decided I said no, let me just chip in quickly before because you were trying to get.
While we await, remember you're looking sharp. What happened this Sunday?
Yeah, sometimes you got to agree with some Pangana oil, because if you don't agree with Pangana oil, you'll be thinking, you'll be looking like some of the.
So let me play. Let's play the CMC song that we're talking about. But while we wait, okay.
Yes, the time has come.
So listen to him.
CMC for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values, CMC global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's hold together. Let's hold together. It's a unity. Raise up the hands. CMC, the land of build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, for the people, CMC, yes, by the people, let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come. CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together. By the people, let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values, CMC global. Liberia, it is a new day for the people. Let's hold together, let's hold together. Peace and unity, raise up your hands. DMC, the land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better life. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, for the people, CMC, yes, by the people, let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, yes. Yes, the time has come. CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people, let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC, for the people, CMC, by the people, let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values, CMC global.
All right. I want to say thank you to all of you. I hope Melbourne is with me. Hopefully Melbourne will be joining me here shortly. I think Melbourne is here, but he is, I think he is in the back. But yes, I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us today. Okay, Melbourne is here. Melbourne, my man, before we start the show, the guest is running a little bit late, but, he said we should please bear with him a little bit. But, before we, see the guests here, I just want to take this time to say thank you. for going out of your way to do what you know what you always do, to always be there for us, not just for SKT, for the Liberian people. And I want to say thank you for that. But other than that, what is going on in Liberia?
Well, Mr. Kane, let me also say good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of our people. Those of you who always follow us, Mr. Kane, it's not easy though for people to take all of their time and say, okay, I will follow the show, from Monday up to the time, but Saturday to Sunday. Or some people follow through our back to back, and let me say thanks to all of them. They always encourage us.
Yes.
But again. Today is International Mother's Day, yeah, for matter of fact, and I think I saw a lot of posts, even coming from our platform, also wishing all of our mothers, especially those mothers who always sacrificing for us, making sure that we be where we are today. So I want to say Happy International Mother's Day, and Happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers back home. Those of you who always having that sleepless night, sacrificing for us, especially for the children, let me say Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Indeed, yeah. So, Mr. Kala, indeed, today is Sunday. As usual, sometimes on Sunday can be busy, but I think this Sunday is bit quiet, a little bit quiet because of some of the things are happening throughout the week. Apart from waking up this morning, well, I think this story about a young person, a young guy believed to be 20th who party will form somewhere around I think is part of the end of somewhere around that were in Roch. So but I just part through with that information that indeed there's some party that were formed this morning and people were doing some announcement or they were doing some in fact they were sending out information as to who know whatever anybody know that person. So I think that was the only story this morning that I saw that but apart from that, nothing much. We are waiting for the resumption of our lawmakers. Mind you, on the 13th of this month, they're going to resume. So all eyes, all ears, and so forth are on them, waiting as to what's going to happen next. We're going to be in control. We're going to control things. What are Jay Franaticofa going to resign or not? So yes, indeed, these are some of the things happening in the corridor. Apart from the project accusations and projects, one on projects, and also I'm watching another video also from Bapolu, I think from Bapolu County, where that water project was for the 250,000 worth of water project that was built in Bapolu County in less than 3 months. The citizens there, they are crying that indeed there no water. The entire water system is not working effectively. So for back to back. So yeah, so we stay here, we observe it, and we making sure that we follow all of the happening. So far so good. These are some
So,
of the
so, so, I saw a story today. I don't know whether you follow that while we are with the guest to come. Something about Representative Musa Hassan Belete donating about $12,000 to settle some financial dispute among some members, some people in the district. Do you know about that?
Yeah, I think I saw that story. If my mind can set me right, I think that sometime either Wednesday or Thursday like that, indeed they have a town hall meeting and you were able to give that amount. But I think they, according to that story, it gave it for exactly what you just said. That indeed that amount was given to the secular PA. That's secular PA. What kind of name? They have some kind of name for it, but secular
Mhm.
PA team, either township or some kind of name for it. So that amount was given to the people there to be able to carry on some maybe meaning development that they think that they will do, because mind you, sometimes you can't continue to do all of the things. Maybe sometimes the people themselves too, they want to be part, they want to do things. So yeah, so when I saw that story, I said, okay, but then that's good. That's the best way to go because sometimes you don't do all. So the people themselves they want to also be part of your progress. So I think I saw that story. Indeed, you are quite correct that there were 12,000 US dollar were given to the secular PA whether the township or Circle PA city or maybe how you may call it. But it's true. You are quite correct.
Okay, that's good to know. So, what are you hearing in terms of information regarding the coming back of the House of Representatives, and then supposedly resignation of Honorable Kofa? What are you hearing as far as news is concerned? You think Honorable Kofa will resign, and do you think there will be an election?
Well, so again, there were allegations. Even I think I saw a post also coming from the CMC political leader that in the yellow journalism, they posted something that people were accusing them of receiving money. People
No,
also
I think that was about the money that you just talked about.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That post was.
Somebody was accusing that the money that he spent came from the government. That's why he said no, he didn't get any funding in this district development fund for anybody. So he was
good. Yes, that's the point where they were our coming good.
Yeah,
yes.
As to how that money was, it was a check written by himself.
Yeah. So indeed, thank you. So this was the kind of allegation that were leveled against the lawmakers that indeed, quote unquote, they received 30,000 each, including the rule of law caucus that indeed they received 30,000. But again, some of them are still saying no. This information coming out in the public land are not true. People accusing them. People still want to see them, as the same group of people who are collecting money behind the same and trying to maybe pretend like in fact they are doing the right thing. So yes, all eyes are on what's going to happen next Tuesday. But mind you, the government of Liberia State already with Rachel Namekun. Quite recently we saw that during the visit of Bambandu's president in Liberia, and we also saw that where we saw Representative Rachel Namekun sitting next to the president, the VP, and right there. So that those people on that indeed I think the government is still working with the quote unquote majority blood speaker. So we are still waiting to see exactly what's going to happen on Tuesday, but I think with all of the information fluttering around that Jeff Nadikova likely resigned, so people are still waiting. People are watching the process as to what's going to happen next. If whether this government will want to sit and allow the kind of situation to happen on a money itself, because Mr. Kane, all of these things is just another form of this government on a money or own agenda. If you allow people to continue run your government the way you don't want, or maybe the way you want, well, then that's up to them. But on a very serious note, Liberians are waiting, and they can't wait to see maybe hear exactly what's going to happen on next Tuesday. So all eyes are on next Tuesday as to what's going to happen next.
So yeah, on the other note, today was the El Clasico, and we lost. Personally, I didn't watch the game from the start because for some reason the Madrid team this year is not that impressive to me. For some reason, it's not impressive in my opinion. The structure of the team is not encouraging, but for whatever it is, I think when you go into a competition, you expect two things: either win or lose. It was very competitive. I never expected to even be that competitive. But I was watching the game until they scored the goal number 5, and then I turned my TV off, and I came back upstairs to kind of set up the for the show. So one day my daughter called me back from Africa telling me I must send her money. I said, what kind of money? She said, well, we bet you're going to be yours. Because they're all Barcelona. Only me, Madrid person. So when there's a game, they can always be, voting me, especially when they win the game. Yeah, but other than that, congratulations to Barcelona and Barcelona fans. You have a very good team for now, even though it was not good enough for the championship, because my expectation was this year Barcelona was going to actually get the championship, but they were not good enough to do that. However, I want to say thank you to everybody for following us.
So the goal that you talk about, I think that goal was cancelled via.
Yeah, I was sure the goal was cancelled because somebody didn't touch the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So the game ended 4-3. But to just add up to you, for me, Mr. Kana, I think I have a little problem with Barcelona style of play, even though they are better, they are a little bit performing. But to allow people to be leading you, then you always coming from the back up. I think that's a good style of play.
Yeah, well, what that tells you is that Barcelona defense is not that good, but they have they are one of the best forward in the world right now. So that's why their forwards are very, very good. Especially that picking Lamine Yamal and the Brazilian guy.
Seriously, they got to be.
Yeah, so the team is now like 100%, but for the competition they are in right now, they are one of the best. So actually, you can't take it from them. For me, I'm a Madrid for life. Madrid been my team for a very long time. By the way, in Europe, I got 3 teams.
Okay.
To Italy, Juventus was my team of all time. In England, my team is Arsenal, and then in Spain, Madrid is my team. But Madrid has been best of all of them because Madrid has taken the Champions League more than any other team in history. So, and I'm very proud to be a fan of Madrid. So when I went,
good for you.
When I went to Manchester last month, so I went to Old Trafford to go tour the soccer field. So I went around, I took pictures, and I went to the store. Yeah, I went to the Manchester, but I didn't know anybody. I was trying to think of my friend that are supporting Manchester so I can buy the jersey for them. But I couldn't find anybody. But then when I left, my son called me. So I told him, he said, yeah, because I never have signal when I went, I said, but I'm looking for somebody to. The message, but Manchester, my other thing, I said, my man, I wouldn't know you to be. I said, my man, I wouldn't know you to be Barcelona. The message, no.
Then you go back like that when you visit Stamford Bridge, then you bring me one jersey. For me, the only team I have in my entire life, I only support one team, apart from maybe sometimes because as a sport lover, you just have to go and watch some of the games and see how the best team, how the best team. For example, today we have Madrid game, but Mr. Khan, I don't know how come that Madrid team playing the way. Are they tired or what really happening?
Because the team, the midfield, there's a midfield problem. Since we lost Toni Kroos from Germany, we have been having problem with the midfield. And when we lost a lot of players at the same time, that generation that took the Champions League back-to-back, only few of them in the league team right now, especially maybe Modric. All the other guys, they were additions. The other guys that are active right now, they were additions, but they were not actually top on the list. So right now, when we lost, Carvajal on the defense, Marcelo on the defense, and Toni Kroos, and then what this guy named, this Brazilian guy, the defensive midfielder who went to England as well. We lost all the people, and then the defense and the midfield is not that good. Even though you got some best strikers, but right now Madrid team is not all that. You can't depend on it. You can't bet on it. If you bet on it, you will lose. So for me personally, I'm a big fan of Madrid, but I'm not like a blind loyalist. I support my team based on what you can do, what you keep on doing. But I don't just support you.
So that means you are not shifting the blame on the coach because most of the time people shift most of the blame.
The team is not good right now. they're struggling. They're struggling. It doesn't mean that they can beat game. They can beat some game, but you can't bet on them right now. You can't rely on them. You can't put your expectation up to expect the Real Madrid, the real Real Madrid. That's not what we have right now. What we have right now, they are struggling. They could do some adjustment. And as a matter of fact, they don't even know yet who owns the team, whether it's Mbappe or is Vinicius Juniors. So whoever, they're still struggling. Look at what Vinicius did today. Because Mbappe had a hat trick, so he wanted to go, he wanted to score his own goal. When the guy was right there, he could just give it.
What tension can do?
Yeah. That could have equalized the game, but he didn't do that. He went and get the ball, when he kicked the ball, that that you're not supposed to kick. But again, it's been quite some time now, about 40 some more minutes. I guess we haven't heard from him, but in the meantime, let me just talk about CMC a little bit while we await our guests. For those of you in the United States, you have a whole lot of people, capable and able people, and CMC structure is already in place, and we have leadership, even though chapters are being built. And if you are anywhere in the United States and you want to be a part of a CMC, Dr. Francine Chinwe Richardson is the global chair. So whether you are in Europe, in Australia, or anywhere around the world, you can reach to her. You want to be a part of the CMC. Also, if you are in the United States, the chairperson for the entire United States is Madam Grace Gua. Grace Gua is the chairperson for the USA chapter of the CMC Global. So, Mr. Jerome Gilman, who you may know, that always on the closing argument, sometimes on Focus on Liberia, is the vice chair for administration for CMC USA in Canada. Your humble servant, Sekou Kenen, sitting here, I'm the vice chair for operation for also entire US and Canada. So you can reach out to me, to Mr. Gilman, to Madam Grace Gua, or you can reach out to Dr. Francine if you're anywhere around the world, if you want to be a part of the CMC. If you're in Europe, we have Kadiba. Kadiba is you know her already. Most of you know her. She's one of those hardworking female general when it comes to community service. She is the chair for Europe, and McCanvey is the chair for the UK. So we have other leaders. We have TD for the Midwest. We have Mr. We have a whole host of people. I will not name everybody right now because I'm now looking at the paper, the leadership structure in terms of paper. Somebody say, yeah, someone say big job. Say, yeah, it's a big job, a very big job. It may not come with financial incentives, but it comes with a lot of work, a lot of respect, and a lot of responsibility. So if you want to do something for your country and you can contribute however and whatever way you can, it's very important that you do something. You can just stay on the fence and expect things to happen out of the blue. So yes, I'm very proud to be associated, to be a part of CMC, especially part of the leadership. So yes, if you are in Phoenix area, If you're in Tucson, please contact Mr. Roland Dia. Roland Dia is in Tucson. If you are here in Phoenix, Arizona, you're in Arizona, here in Phoenix, contact me. Contact me or contact Noah Sharif, or we have other people here. But if you are in Tucson area, contact my friend and brother, Roland Dia. We are planning a meeting here in Arizona. So if you know your friends, family members, or anybody who wants to be a part of the CMC, don't hesitate to call us. When you call me, say how are you going to keep Steve going in line with your CMC? No, Steve, Mayborn, Mong, and all our friends, they are at liberty to either be with CMC or be with any other political parties they want to. If they don't want to be with any political party, that's also okay. So no, SKTV does not belong to any political party. And no matter what, we're not going to, make the platform a political platform for a particular political organization or institution. So if you are part of any political party and you want to be anybody on the SKTV, you are more than welcome to come. People are not honest and people are not being fair to us. Throughout from 2017, 2016, 17, up to the election and beyond that, we have informed the Liberian people that SKTV, even from the time we used to do the show on the phone, we said SKTV does not belong to any particular individual or group of individuals or a political party. It belongs to Liberia and the Liberian people. So, and we opened ourselves to everybody. We said, if you belong to any political party and you want to have your associate, your party person as a guest or guest panelist on our platform, you are more than welcome. How many times we say that? We were accused of being ANC, but ANC people were lazy to bring somebody to actually represent them. But because, personally, I believe Mr. Cummings was better than any other person that ran in the last election. We said some good thing about him, but I was not a member of ANC. So we are encouraging people. If you belong to CDC, Liberty Party, I don't know whether they stay there, but if you belong to any of those political parties, you are more than welcome to come and join the CMC. If you are, we have dealt with, we have been with the CDC and the Unity Party for the past 3 decades, and they haven't done well. They're only there to throw allegation and accusation on each other with nothing to show in terms of development. People are claiming and counter-claiming the little one they are trying to do. But if you really want to see a real change, you want to see real leadership, if you are tired of, switching between the two failed political parties, CMC is the best place to be. Today's show actually is for CMC because we were scheduled to host CMC Secretary General Mr. Wilfred Bangura here today, but he said we're running late. I don't know what's going on in Liberia. I don't know his traffic. I don't know his internet. I don't know whatever the case is because he was supposed to go all the way to our studio in Duporo. That's Truth FM station, but we are yet to see him. But maybe, for some reason, the excitement, the euphoria around this whole CMC thing is huge. I'm very much upbeat about it. I'm surprised of the level of, excitement. So I want to actually, when you look at Liberians in Liberia, because from the start, since I'm in the United States, I thought the excitement was just around the around the Western world. But listening and following what's going on in the country, we provided 2 phone numbers, local phone numbers. The calls from the Liberian people that want to be part of the CMC, talking about regular people in the country, outside of Monrovia. It's amusing. Group of people got together from Dredu all the way to Monrovia to come and be a part of the CMC. And Nimba County, not to mention that's the home of our political leader. The last time some of our team members went to Bomi, Kipman, it was amusing. So basically, it's very, 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 very important to inform our people about what's going on. So one of the sisters, I saw somebody saying that they are in, I want to be Nyonchie USA. What is that? She want to be the youth chair, maybe that's what she's trying to say. Yeah, wherever you are, reach out to us. Let's say for Arizona, we're still looking for leaders. There are a lot of people who actually want to be a part of it, but not everybody want to take leadership. Leadership comes with responsibility and a lot of different things. So yes, if you are in Arizona, reach to me, inbox me, or you can inbox TMC USA. So our cheerleader can reach out to you, or myself, or my other colleague can reach out to you. Say, yeah. So wheresoever you are, feel free to, to reach to us here. We will be more than happy to have you on board. So, somebody asked Mr. Ambassador Capri is asking whether the show is not on. He's supposed to be on too. I tried to send it to him.
All right, so Mr. Kana, with the issue of politics and party, I think you are saying a very good thing that people should be free in associating. That was some of other what we keep saying. We'll come here on the radio that allow people to freely associate and to freely disassociate. Some of you look, democracy is all about the will of the people. Democracy is all about you convincing somebody to support your side, and after winning elections, your candidate that you choose or maybe that you support should be able to do best or to do something good for the people. But some of you always better when people measure a political party. So what do you really want? For me, Mr. Khan, I'm very confused sometimes the way some of the actions for some of our people, like maybe they don't want democracy, maybe they don't like democracy, or what they really want. Because I know you're not with other party. That means you're here empty, you don't get nothing inside your head, you don't get nothing your whole life, it's just that, no. For me, I always have an issue with other people on that. Everybody have the right. That's the beauty of democracy. The only problem for me I have right now with all of the political parties is that I think maybe time will come where we all will be able to sit down and decide how many political parties to have. But for me, I think everybody have the right to join any party of their choice. So some of you who are criticizing people, insulting people, calling people names, this and that, you have to stop. Because it is the right of people to join political party at any given time. And some of the kind of that's what I really wanted to just say to maybe to some of our people as we go along. We'll continue to say that. But we're still waiting for the guest.
Yeah. So many people are worried about Steve. Steve mentioned a couple of times here how we're going to keep Steve in line. No, Steve does not have to be in line with CMC. CMC has enough people in terms of championing the cause, in terms of informing the Liberian people, in terms of selling the agenda, the vision, the passion, the vision of and mission of CMC. We have enough people able and capable of selling the party's agenda. So, and Steve, we are not trying to say Steve can be a part of it. Anybody can be a part of it. But no, SKTV does not belong to me. It does not belong to Steve. It belongs to all of us. So let's say if Steve has a problem with CMC or has a concern with the CMC, he will definitely say it, and we will be here and more than happy to address those concerns. If he has a question, we'll definitely be able to answer it. So yes, like Steve or any of you, you are more than happy. You're more than welcome to join us, and we'll be more than happy to receive you, everybody. So Mabel, my problem with many people in Liberia, those who don't understand politics, having different political parties, joining different political party, being a part of different political party does not make you enemy. It does not make you any better than the other person. Because I'm CMC and you are CDC, it doesn't mean I'm better than you or you're better than me. We don't have policy difference. Because you know the party, your government is in power now, it doesn't mean you are better than me or better than other people who are not part of the unity party. The only thing you have is the government, and you have the trust of the people. The way you use that trust, the way you carry it for the for the time you are there, will give you the opportunity to be there again or to be kicked out. So one of the reasons why I don't want people to be actually reverting to the CDC every time their lapses are mentioned, every time you point to their flaws and incompetence, they always go back to the former government. I frown on that because I don't think that's important, that's necessary. Because if you actually believe that you never had what it takes to run the country, why remove the CDC? Because CDC were there, we're not satisfied actually with what they were doing. Liberian people were not satisfied. Liberian people say, you know what, we are removing people, and they were removed. Now that you are there now, stop giving excuses. Start giving reasons why you are failing. Because they start making comparison with the CDC. We actually blasted the CDC for the same reason. We told them that we remove. Okay, Mr. Ambassador K. Priest is here. My brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm fine. Let's get happy Sunday.
Yeah, good to see you, my brother. So, for some reason, our guest, Honorable Wilfred Bangura, is being little bit. It's been I don't know the situation he's in right now, but he said we're running a little late. Hopefully, he will get here. But if he doesn't get here, probably we'll reschedule the program for another day. But we are in the second hours now, and he's still not here yet. But no, you and I've been talking in the back. You've been following on some ability, and you've been following the CMC activities, both in the diaspora and in Liberia. I was telling Melbourne the level of excitement, the level of euphoria around the CMC from young people, from women, from people from all walks of life. What do you think? What has been your experience, in fact, since you started to associate with the CMC, and what has been your experience in terms of the people, the enthusiasm, the willingness of the Liberian people to actually join the CMC? What has been your experience so far?
All right, thank you again. We are glad to be back here on this show, the SKTV show. I think this is the best show so far in the country. And this show brings the real information to our people. You know, the CMC is a movement that I believe in so much, and on the local things, the CMC is winning the mind, the aspiration of the young people, especially across the 15 counties. Everybody that hears about CMC, it does not take them even 1 hour to decide. Everybody we have talked to about the CMC, everyone we have engaged about the CMC, they give us positive answer immediately. And I keep wondering, why is it like that? Most times, other political parties, once you talk to people about a party, they will say, no, I don't want to be a part of party. I don't want to be a part of this or that. But for the CMC, it's quite different. I don't know. But I think there is something behind this. And because the people of Liberia are seeing a new vision, a vision that represents the interest of the people. And so I think that's one of the reasons the Liberian people are pulling towards this movement called CMC, the Citizen Movement for Change. Our people have been yearning for change, the real change, not the kind of change that the people will come and lie to the people only to get their votes and come to power. But the CMC vision represents the interest of the people. And that's the reason why the young people are pulling towards this vision. So my experience with the people of Liberia, the young people across the country, everyone we talk to, they are so excited about the CMC vision that has to do with building Liberia, because that's the focus point of CMC, building Liberia, the rebuilding of this country. We have to build this country, and how can we do it? We have to unite the people, we have to work together, join hands together as a people to be able to constructively build our country. And that's why the CMC anthem lay out the entire plot of the CMC, talking about uniting, holding together. Because without unity, we cannot build Liberia. Once the country is divided, once the people's minds are divided, definitely there's going to be no development in our country. So this is why it's important that we have the CMC around to be able to change the wrong narrative, you know, of our country. So SK, I feel so good about this vision, and I love the political leader of the CMC. He's a fighter, he's a visionary, he's someone who does not give up. When he goes for something, he gets it. And this is one of the reasons I believe in him so much. I think we need those kind of leaders in our country, leaders who will stand up to their word and say, I want this, and they get it. And, you know, and so these are some of the reasons we support the CMC, and we have come on board to push the agenda of the CMC. I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing your voice. Is not coming.
I'm so sorry. So somebody was calling me, so now I had to go off camera. So I can also check on the guest to see what's going on with him, but he's not responding. Hopefully, he's okay. So yeah, Memo, do you have a question for Ambassador K. Grace while we?
Yes, thank you. First of all, let me say good evening to the ambassador, and I guess you've been wishing all of our mothers, hardworking mothers, happy Mother's Day. I guess you do that, or you want to do that if I ask a question.
Okay, so let me just wish all of our mothers across the world, especially Liberia, even America, because we have so many Liberians. You know, we want to say happy Mother's Day to everyone. This is a special time to celebrate our mothers. Mothers are so precious to us, and so we cannot sit by and say and don't appreciate our mothers. I'm here to say happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers, good mothers, who took care of us and who are still doing their best to protect their children. Thank you.
Wonderful, great, thank you. So yes, so let's go back. Most of our politics back home is always around lies, false accusations, and so forth. Sometimes empty promises and so forth. But you are joining a movement, and this movement have been doing excellently well for the Liberian people, especially region from Nimba, between Nimba, Bon County, with all of the development of the political leader What really encourage you is that because you are seeing a tangible, someone will say you tired hearing all of the fake promises. Is that a reason that you are uh, putting your support behind the CMC?
I think you used the right word, Mayvon. You talked about tangible. Everyone wants to see tangible, and every Liberian wants to see physical infrastructure. We want to see impact uh, physically. These are some of the things that we have not seen over the time. Looking at a leader, a single representative, a single man handling development across the country, impacting the country, building bridges, building hospitals, giving hope to the hopeless. A single man using thousands and millions of dollars just to impact the nation. This is just one of the things that have led me to the CMC. I have sat by and watched his work across the country. I have sat by for a very long time. I've seen Honorable Musa Beniti doing so much across the country with his resources, not with the resources of the government. Remember, the government is supposed to be developing the country because they control the resources of our country. But a man who is doing his normal business comes on board and is using his resources just to make Liberia great. I think it is something that we all need to celebrate, and this is something that we all need to come up to so that we can join this boat, because it's about change. It's about the tangibles. It's about who is doing good for the country, who means well for the country, for the people. There is something Honorable Musa Beniti said a few weeks ago. He said, the bridges that I've built, it is not just one class of people that use a bridge. Every bridge I built is used by the people of Liberia. So there is nothing like this. CMC is for certain people, or it's for this class of people, or it's for this group of people. So everything that the Honorable is doing, he's doing it for the good of the nation. And this has led us to the CMC. This has won our aspiration and made us to come to the CMC and to form part of this movement so that we can all make Liberia great.
Wonderful, good. CMC as a young, someone will say, nearly 4 to 5 months old political party now. At the history of our political parties here in Liberia. Sometimes when you are new, people run to you, and after a certain time, people try to maybe to stay away because maybe due to one or two reasons. But let me go back to you with all of the things you just said. So if CMC as a movement, and who is all for people say, okay, CMC are young, CMC are all of the best way to go, and so forth. But how can you, as an ambassador for CMC in a manner, how can you convince people to say, okay, you come and join this movement?
Yeah, so this is just the CMC activities across the country, their activities, the movement activities are very clear. This is something that everyone sees, everyone can touch it, and everyone can feel it. So that's one of the ways we use to get people over to the CMC. We will talk to you and tell you, this is what we are doing. The CMC is active. It's an active movement. It's not a party that has come to just sit down and wait for 2029 to contest. So we are engaging the people of Liberia, our young people, and through that we are being able to show them the tangibles. We have been able to direct them, to show them the things that CMC is involved with, the impact that CMC is making. And I think that's one of the things that can easily be used to bring people on board. What have you done before coming to power? What's your impact? What have you contributed to the society? So the young people of Liberia have been asking these questions. But many a times the politicians that we elect in power, they come to power without doing anything for the country. They come to power without even making a mark in the country. Sometimes they come to power just with lies. But in the case of CMC has tangibles. The CMC has things that you can see, that you can feel, and that you can touch. And this is why convincing people across the country is so easy. I have convinced over 1,000 persons just in one more time. I brought over 1,000 persons to the CMC just by the tangibles. And I told them, I said, look here and see the development. This is not about who did it or who. The idea is that the development is for Liberia. Everything that is done by the CMC benefits the people of Liberia. And so we use that means to get people over to the CMC. And this is one of our ways of making sure that the CMC comes out great in the future and even the future to come.
Great, wonderful. I like all of the way that you are answering all of the questions. Thank you. So those of you who just joining us in the Binta Ability, our own. In fact, let me say the wonderful good evening to all of you. Happy Mother's Day to those of you who just joining us. Those of you who are mothers, also, if you listen to our radio, also, indeed, this is the Sunday edition of the SKTV show right here. And today we're supposed to be having the CMC Secretary General. Indeed, we're still waiting if he turn up because we already into the second mark of our hour. So yeah, but the ambassador is here telling us more about the CMC. Ambassador, you know, when you are doing some of the talking, I want you to also tell your people how can people be maybe how can one be member. What are some of the way maybe one can be member, and if there is any maybe since the Secretary General is not here, I guess that you have some of the information about how can one be member. What are the party headquarters? It's open 24 hours. Can people go, or maybe even 18 hours? Can people go there and so forth?
Yeah. So they you know, the CMC has a leadership, has an official. I am not part of the officials of the CMC. I am not one of the leaders, but I am actually a supporter to the CMC. I support the vision, and I love the vision. But one of the ways you can easily join the CMC, the CMC has a recruitment team, and they also have a kind of form that is used to recruiting people to the party or to the movement. And I think the Secretary General, the SG, or Mr. Cannon, and other officials will give you more details about that. But I think from what I've seen, there is a form, membership form that you need to get, that you need to fill to form a part of this movement. And I have done also, you know, I have not joined any party before in Liberia. I have not been a part of any political party in Liberia. This is the first official party I have actually decided to join. And then, so there are people who are charged with the responsibility to recruit, and they have more details about how the recruitment process is done across the country. And I believe subsequently, you're going to have more details tonight on the show about how people can get to the CMC.
Yeah, so, Melbourne, thank you, Ambassador K. We really appreciate that. So you're the CMC people then. Let me tell you something. Somebody just wrote and said, CMC people always can get late because my Senator Kennedy, it was late. We come on the show the first time we was able to bring him. He did not even show up. So for some people, they didn't know exactly what was going on. But we found out that there was some miscommunication, some logistical problem there in Nima County. You know very well how, you know, places are not accessible easily. So he kind of fell behind, and then he could not make it to the station as was scheduled. But today we cannot give any excuse yet for the Secretary General because we don't know yet. Up to this morning, we spoke. We communicated. He said, you know, everything was good. In fact, he shared the flyer, the post from SKTV. He shared it. So that means he was ready, and he said, you know, everything is good to go. But if for whatever reason, the CMC people there, especially you're in the one day in Liberia there, you try. When people tell to come, you promise to come somewhere, you must come on time. So before the people then can start labeling all day, we are late people, we always coming late. I'm just joking, but yeah, boy, anybody, for any official of the CMC watching right now, this is very, very important. If you can reach out to the chairman, let's know. I mean, the secretary general, let us know exactly what happened to him. We are hoping that he's okay. Nothing, that happening. But yes, hopefully, if he doesn't come on today, we can reschedule it. So, maybe on to the question that you asked, Ambassador K. Priest, was how can people join? I think we have done this time with our number to inform the Liberian people how you can actually follow CMC. That's where I started. When I came on, I enumerated a good number of people that you can call, you can connect with from the diaspora perspective. So let's say if you're in Europe, you can contact McCanvey, you can contact Kadiba, also, and other leaders out there. Also, if you are in the United States, you can contact me. You can contact our chair lady for the USA, Madam Grace Kwa. Also, the global chair is Dr. Francine Richardson. Also, we have our Secretary General for the Global Secretary General, that is Beverly Yakasin. Beverly Kaur Yakasin. He is also the Secretary General for CMC Global, not just USA. So we have other people. We have a lot of other people in Canada, and CMC is going to be having some program in Minnesota, and that program is already been planned. The plans are on the way, and then the flyer we share with you, you'll be able to follow and be a part of it. We're going to have a program in Minnesota. Hopefully, I will be there. We will have other leaders there as well. So, if you're in Liberia, somebody was asking whether CMC has the office. Yes, we do have an office. We have a very beautiful, well-furnished, well-structured office building. I can't say better than every other political party, but not many parties can actually compare their office to CMC office, and not because of money, but because we are serious about what we're doing. So you can go to the office. Also, we have a number that we have posted, time with our numbers, for you to call that number if you are interested in anything, whether questions or you're interested in being a part of the CMC. That number has been shared. It's on my page, it's on CMC page, it's on most of the leaders' pages, so you can just call in there, and then they will tell you. Also, like Ambassador talk about, there's a phone that's been going. That one is for people who are technologically savvy, who can go, who can use technology to, do stuff on their own. But yet, in June, CMC will have the website up, and CMC will have an application up. This application, you'll be able to register on your own. You don't have to go to anywhere. You can use your phone. You can download the application. Everything you can see on the website, you can do it on the application. The application is so beautiful, and you can do anything you want to do with it. As a matter of fact, the application will be good to the extent that you are somewhere where you have no internet service. Every data you're going to enter without the internet service, you'll be able to, everything will automatically be updated as soon as you get to an area where you have network. So that's how good it's going to be. I'm not sure if this has been done anywhere by any other political institution in the history of our country, but whatever it is, it's going to be very good, and you're going to like it. So yes, but in the meantime, the leadership in Liberia informed us in the diaspora that we shouldn't worry about, whether or not how our people can register in Liberia. We are being informed that we have structure in all the countries in terms of most of the people in the countries are still acting because the structure stay work in progress in Liberia. We have the Secretary General, we have a chairman, we have other vice chairs, we have other leaders. So by the time you get to one of the leaders, definitely will be able to get what you want, and that person will be able to answer all of your questions. And like I said the other time, anybody in CMC, especially in terms of leadership, is capable of answering any question or concern, especially when it comes to what the CMC is all about and what is actually creating the level of enthusiasm around the CMC. So Mabon, maybe you have any more question you can ask me or please. Other than that,
Yeah,
we can
somebody said I should ask you.
we'll also open the line, entertain some questions from our people. Since the Secretary General is not here, but also being part of the leadership, we should be able to answer some of the concerns and questions. We may not be able to do what the Secretary General, will do or will have done, but it's not late yet. If he doesn't make it today, he will definitely be here, and he will be available to answer all of your questions and concerns.
All right. So someone sent me this question. The person that you ask you is it from the local teams, knowing who Honorable Musa Hassan Bedeti is and his involvement in government. What action will the CMC take if the government decides to go after the honorable man if he refuses to dance by the government drum? Why he continues to stand for the Liberian people? So what action will you people take?
So basically, the CMC, when it comes to the movement itself, we are capable, able, and we have the capacity to do what it takes to make sure we hold the government feet to the fire, and to also make sure we market and sell our platform to the Liberian people. But when it comes to making sure the government is held accountable, we're not going to do that single-handedly as just one party. CMC is capable of doing it, but there's strength in collectivity. So we are working with all the political parties, opposition political parties in the country to make sure that this government is doing the right thing. If the government failed to do, we will act collectively as unit, as opposition political parties. CMC will not do anything by ourselves, just CMC. What we're supposed to do, we will do that as an institution, but if we want to make sure that this government listens to the Liberian people, we have to do it in a collective faction, wherein every political party and institutions are involved, and other non-political parties who are also civil society organizations, and also other movement around the country who are actually believe in the rule of law, that they want to make sure that they hold the government accountable. Yeah, so CMC will be working with everybody in the country, the Liberian people, to make sure that we hold the government feet to the fire, not just as an institution, but as opposition collectively.
Good. So follow-up question quickly to you and that of the ambassador. With all of the happening back home and the impasse at the Capitol Hill, and with your political leader also championing the rule of law, respecting the rule of law, and also heading that rule of law caucus, what the CMC going to do if things not go the way maybe you people expect, or maybe the way Liberian people think that the rule of law should be respected, and things don't go that way? What will you people do as a political party?
Ambassador, you want to go? You want to say something?
The rule of law is in the interest of the Liberian people. the side of the group, the caucus, the rule of law caucus. That side is the Liberian people side. So whatever happens, the Liberian people will take the action. One person will not take the action, but the Liberian people who the Constitution protects, they themselves will take action. That's the last thing you're going to see. You're going to see that the Liberian people will come out to defend their Constitution. If the lawmakers fail, I know they have tried their best, they are fighting. They cannot go on the street alone, but the masses, the people themselves will come out to say, no, our Constitution should be protected. It should not be broken. So the impasse at the Capitol building, the final result of that impasse, the final outcome will be, will come from the masses, will come from the people of this country. This is why it's good that we have the lawmakers who set themselves aside, headed by Honorable Musa Hassan, the political leader of the CMC, who have said, no, we need to protect our Constitution, no matter what. And so those lawmakers have decided to stand up on the side of the Liberian people. So I can assure you that the last thing you're going to see in this whole issue that have to do with the impasse of the Capitol building will be about the Liberian people. They will rise up. At the end of the day, there will be a serious mandate from the people themselves. And that mandate will be so strong that the government will have to listen. So Mayborn, I can just assure you that in the next few days or few weeks to come, the Liberian people themselves are going to come out to defend the Constitution. And that's exactly what we expect.
Yeah, so in addition to what Ambassador just said, he's right. So Mayborn, when you say show in case we didn't see what we expect, what will the CMC do? First of all, what we expect is adherence to the rule of law. Liberians in general, like my friend just said, Liberians are actually eager to see that justice prevails. And that is following the basic rule of law and what is written in their own rule as House of Representatives. So the hold up for the whole thing, the hold up to the whole process has been the people's inability or unwillingness to follow the law. So if the government follows what is right, if the president can respect the rule of law and the Constitution of Liberia and also the Supreme Court of Liberia, then definitely we'll be able to get the result. The result we want is not about who is Speaker of the House of Representatives. The result that we want, the right channel is followed, the Constitution is respected, and the president adhere to the ruling of the Supreme Court. If that happens, definitely, that's exactly the result that we want. As to who to be Speaker, I mean, from the look of things, the people themselves, members of the House of Representatives, they know exactly who are leaders, who have shown leadership in terms of, keeping some civility in the process, in terms of holding the people together, in terms of negotiating skill, in terms of your ability to, to act on behalf of the people, and your willingness to uphold the rule of law and the oath you took to protect and preserve our Constitution. We already know. Many people are in this because of political, showmanship. But at the end of the day, they know exactly who the leaders are, and the people themselves. They will make the decision. Why do you think the people are afraid to go through election? Because the people now, they know better. They know that Richard Kunwe is now capable to lead. He does not have what it takes to lead that House of Representatives. But there are other people from that very camp that could lead. Also, there are a lot of capable people on the other side of the rule of law caucus that can lead. So for us, we are not actually particular about a particular person, individual to be the Speaker of the House, but we want the process to be followed, the legal process. We want the president and the majority bloc should respect the rule of law and the Constitution, and also listen to the Supreme Court and do what is right and listen to the Liberian people. That's what we're asking for. I think if you don't mind, we can open the line. Maybe some other people.
Yes, indeed. So let's go now to the line to interact with our people, our listeners out there. Indeed, if you just joining us, this is the SKTV show. Indeed, we are here this Mother's Day, Sunday. So keep your calls coming on to 0770-203125. That's the number for you to call this evening to be part of the show here, right here. Yeah, I guess you've been following all of the discussions, and also you want to chip in. So you have questions you want to ask Mr. Conan, the better stay, or you want to ask the team right here. Hello to this caller. Good evening. I'm okay, my dear brother. Thank God for life. Your name and for where you join us.
Yeah, I'm James Gobego. I'm calling from the borough.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
Yeah, I just want to find out because if you come to the political issue, some more we have been with a lot of political party, they have been defeating us. So maybe some more would like to make our way to the CMC, but we want to know how do we get to those dealers, because for us to come to the political party, we got to know what mechanism are they putting in place or what difference are they going to make to encourage us that tomorrow we shouldn't be deceitful again.
All right. Thank you so much. The team will respond to you. Keep your calls coming. Those of you who are calling me on WhatsApp, I've been receiving a couple of calls also back to back on WhatsApp. Let me see what keep your calls coming. Yeah, calls keep interfering. Yeah, so 0770-203125, or better say you can also call on the WhatsApp. Let me see to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. How you doing, brother?
We okay. Thank God for life, my dear. Thank you so much for joining. My address is it, right?
Zaza.
Okay, Zaza. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, anyway, happy belated birthday. Since your birthday, I'm first time talking to you, so let me see.
Thank you, my dear brother. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I came in very late to admit. I don't know how the story started, but how are you talking about CMC? I have a few questions, if you don't mind, please. So, Sheku, my first question. We should understand, in Liberia, the executive do anything that they want to do because they are in power. And the reason these things continue to happen is because after they leave, nobody prosecute them. If CMC has the authority tomorrow, if God bless CMC to have the authority tomorrow, are you going to punish those who disrespected our constitution since December 6th, when the Supreme Court came down and say, those of you in majority, if you don't have the speaker, you are wrong. And those of you in minority, if you have the speaker, you don't have to go wrong. Whatever you do is wrong. And people went ahead and did things since December 6th up to now. Those who disrespected our constitution, if you are fortunate to have the authority tomorrow, what are you going to do to them to deter future leaders from doing that? That's my question. I have several questions, but let me just start with this one. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Imara. Keep your calls coming. 077. I hope the team are taking note. Please take note so that you'll be able to get all of the questions. 0770-203125. That's the number to call this evening. Those of you who in Liberia calling, sorry, we got to go to the WhatsApp also to interact with the people also in the diaspora. But keep the calls coming. Let me see quickly to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Tony S. Calling from Oral Cape Town.
Thank you. Go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, I mean, a very big thank you to the panelists in the show. And I just have a few things I want to say. Because the Constitution is a law for Liberia. It got each and every one of just whether it's president or representative. But people who in power today, they are still respecting the Constitution in our record. So what becomes of the people if they still respect the Constitution in our record? What becomes of them?
Well, all right. Mr. Cannon will respond. Better say the team. So 0770-203125. That's the number. Keep your calls coming this evening. Maybe you want to be part of the CMC. You are asking questions. How can people be part of so many things on your mind that you want to express about the CMC leg, or maybe that you want to chip in on about the CMC? You can also do that. Call in quickly. 0770-203125. That's the number to call right here on the SKTV show here on Truth FM 96.1. So again, the number to call in now. So forever hold your peace. Some of you today's caller. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening to SK. My name is Jason MJK, and I call you from Dupo Road this evening.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead. The noise behind you, but go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I think the CMC have a prospect to my belief, but then with some of the issues hovering around the CMC political leader, we stagnate the progress of the CMC. I believe honorability, politically, he's inclined, he knows what he wants, he knows how to play the game, but then he has tried as much as possible creating more enemy politically for himself than friends. He started with the UP, the CPP thing, and then he played a very pivotal role in making sure that the UP does not get to the ballot box and all of that. So this cow stay on the minds of some of the UPs. And with the stigma with him, with the fifth fight, the rule form, stigma, and all of that, I believe that will serve as impediment to implementing the objectives of the CMC. I believe what could be one of the good things for Mozability was we have some good political parties around here that have been dead for a long time. You could just embrace some of them, bring them up to light, where they have establishment already, they have the base already, and then revamp it, bring the people together, and then move on from there. But to establish a new political party, I believe it's not correct. I believe it was miscalculated, and also looking at where he come from.
All right. Thank you. I tell you, cross one more game, 2 minutes plus. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, Lebon.
Yeah, Charles Cooper. Go ahead, my dear.
Okay, I call from Tuburo. I'm Charles Cooper. And let me personally say, Lebon, that I do admire honorability for his courage and perseverance. You know, these are two good characteristics of a leader. You know, we find ourselves in a country where tribalism is a serious barrier for many persons. But Mr. Ability, with all of the tribal division, tribal and problems, tribal discrimination that our country is filled with, I think honorability has stood tall. He has been very courageous. So I think I personally admire him for that. And I want to know, what is that particular overarching goal that makes the CMC different from all other political parties in Liberia? I would love for Sego to speak to that particular goal, that one goal that he thinks
that he thinks that make CMC to be absolutely different from the overall, I think, for the somewhere or 26 plus political parties in Liberia. And also, I want to know if the CNC stands for constitutional reform, because maybe our constitution, I refer to it as a working constitution that lasted for almost 38 years.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Charles, thank you all the people to the opportunity. Hello to this caller, good evening.
Neighbor.
Yes, my dear. Yes, go ahead, Chief.
Let me say good evening to your panelists and Excellency President Baka. Somebody take away from Prophet 17. So he must give him must expect it. Every time I listen to many of them, they always say that people have come with too much lies, they fake, and they are not qualified to do the work. So my question is, Honorable Peter, one of the head of CMC, we have an allegation against him that when he was working with Liberia Football Association, there were controversial and led to his suspension. What can they tell me? How far is that kid, and how can I be convinced that one person who got good character, I should follow him, that he will change the country? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Keep a calls coming 0770-203125. I hope the team are taking note. Yes, indeed. So 0770-203125. Keep a calls coming. Yes, indeed. Those of you who are also following, some of you who are also been wishing to talk to Mr. Cannon and that of the ambassador, maybe about the CMC today. At least you'll be having all of the opportunity to call in and ask your question, to make your statements, and so forth. Yeah, so keep a calls coming 0770-203125. Well, Mr. Cannon, if you have calls for that end, well, then that's it. If not, that means your best to
continue. Maybe just take one or two more, then so we can attempt to answer some of the questions.
Yes, indeed, you are quite correct. I mean, see to this color quickly. All right, so let me see 0770-203125. That's the number to call quickly. If not, then Mr. Connor, I think you can respond. Maybe some of our people they are job want yes.
All right, Melbourne, first of all, I want to say thank you as always. The first person that talk about whether or not if CMC is given the privilege, the opportunity to serve, whether CMC will prosecute violators of the law. According to the political leader, and I want people to understand one thing. The way the CMC constitution is designed, being a political leader does not automatically make you the standard bearer of the party to run for president. So if you are out there and you have ambition of becoming president, you won't go through the CMC, join the party. Musa Belete is not the standard bearer of the party. He is the political leader. And when a political leader, when the standard bearer is elected, the standard bearer becomes the political leader automatically. So that means if Musa Belete is not a political leader, by 2028, whoever they're going to be political leader, if Musa Belete is not the standard bearer, whoever going to be the standard bearer will be the political leader, and that position will be there all the way up to the election. After the election, if you win, the president is the political leader of the party. If you don't win, the party will also elect a political leader. That's one. Secondly, CMC, the foundation of CMC is based on rule of law, respecting the rule of law. So CMC, according to the leaders and the constitution of CMC, CMC is not going to target anybody or political witch hunt. CMC will follow the laws. Where the law goes, there where CMC will go. So if CMC is opportune to have the privilege to serve, CMC is not going to actually wish on anybody to remove you from the position simply because you are not part of the CMC. If you are qualified and you do your job, according to what I heard from our leaders and the platform of the CMC is not to wish on people or remove everybody. That's how the country can get stalled. That's how the country will now move forward. That's why most of these governments have come to power. They are having problems governing because you cannot remove everybody simply because you want to make room for your own people. People who are qualified and competent and are doing their job, you leave them there. You bring to other people who are qualified, you give them the job to do the job for the Liberian people. So yes, CMC will follow the law. CMC will do what it takes, and where the evidence lead, definitely there where CMC will go. So CMC will not target or cherry pick or go after people simply because of the party affiliation or because they are now with the CMC. No. So somebody said, they want to know how to get to the CMC. We have posted this number, these informations everywhere, but I'm going to read it again. If you're in Liberia, we have the loan sign number 0887 441111. 0887 441111. Then we have the other one second, 0777 400 009. 0777 400 009. I don't know how to read the Liberian phone number that here. I did my best based on what I have here. But also, it's going to be on my personal page. If you are interested, just go on my page. It will also be on CMC page, whether it's the CMC official Facebook page, also the USA page. You'll see it there. So you can call those numbers. You want to join the CMC, they'll be able to help you out locally. So if you're in the diaspora, you're in Europe, you can call Makambi or Kadiba. They will answer your question in other leadership in Europe. If you're here or anywhere else around the world, you can call Dr. Francine, you can call Grace Gua, you can call me, you can call Jerome Gilman and other leaders of the CMC. You will definitely be connected. You will have the opportunity to join us. So somebody talk about usability having a stigma of FIFA and that of a roll fund. I think this has been the talking point of the political force of Musa Assemblity. People who are afraid of him, who are afraid of his potential, and who are also, don't have the ability to actually do what CMC is doing. During your weird time, the Liberian people said, the political actors said Musability was a criminal. Musability had roll for money. Musability had this, Musability had that. Those who were in the vanguard of doing that are the Unity Party people. Now Unity Party people are in power. They have the power to arrest and prosecute Musability, and Musability actually owe the Liberian government. But I can tell you all these things are propaganda. They are lies. Musability owe no money as individual. Musability's company, Sermis, and other major companies in the country, they were accused of owing some taxes for a few years. And that's obvious. That can happen anywhere. Anybody who do business, if you have somebody who are accustomed to business, you know exactly what that is. If a business is owing taxes, the government will compel you to pay. But if the government, Judicial Bank and anybody would believe that municipality owe anything, or Musa Bilete did anything criminal. What can they arrest him and prosecute him? They have the government, they have the police, they have the justice system. Do you think if these people have anything substantive on Musa Bilete, they wouldn't have arrested him? Musa Bilete being the one that been fighting them. Even the removal of Fanatico, when they say they remove Fanatico, people who stood up with Fanatico to make sure that the right thing is done is Musa Bilete. You think the government loves him? No, they don't. They want to do anything to disturb him. As I speak to you right now, they are even planning to go after his business. But they cannot do it legally because they got nothing on him. So I can tell you, my brother who asked that question, just think for yourself. We should all not allow Joseph Barker and people to think that or to feel like we are a bunch of stupid people who don't know what we're doing. If they think Musa Bilete or anything criminal, let them go ahead and prosecute him. But they are not doing it because they have nothing on him. With regard to FIFA, that story is a dead story. Musa Bilete was the first African person to challenge those big guns in FIFA. The Michel Platini, the Sepp Blatter, all those guys. Musa Bilete decided to run for FIFA president. Musa Bilete, and when FIFA wanted to when they suggested that they want to take control of Africa, instead of CAF taking care of African Football Association, they wanted FIFA to take care. Musa Bilete was the one that said no to that. And when that happened, Musa Bilete got in the plane from Egypt. Before he arrived, they say, oh, you're suspended. For what? They say Musa Bilete suspended for some Ebola money that they say it was missing from the Liberian Football Association 3 years or 4 years before. So they try to stop him from talking. They try to silence him. Guess what they did? When they suspended him, Musa Bilete came to Liberia. The same LFA we're talking about now, LFA audited Musa Bilete administration with FIFA. And guess what? Instead of they say Musa Bilete took how much? They say about $50,000. But after the audit, the FIFA, the LFA owe Musa Bilete $200,000 plus. They owe money. The documents are there. But those who are speculating, carrying fake news information, fake news around, they're not talking about those things. So they have nothing on the guy. All they do, only to come and spew lies and deception, malign the guy. They say, oh, the man wrote for money $3.5 million. The Obama government came to power, they have already misused more than $200 million in less than 2 years. But that's nothing to them. Because they feel like when they are part of something, there's nothing wrong with that. But they are afraid of anybody who will come to change the Liberian political life, to change the way politics is done in Liberia. So they're afraid, they don't want to see that. So that's why they try to malign the guy, try to put all kind of dirt on him to make him to look bad, to make Liberia to scared of him. It's all politics. There's nothing substantive about it. The last person before I go to my brother here, who say what is the difference between the CMC and other political parties in Liberia? We have a lot of differences, but I'll just say one thing. Every political party in Liberia, they form their party 2 to 3 years before the election, simply because they're in the job for the election. CMC is created, we still have 4 to 5 years to the election. This is 2025, the election is 2029, 4 years to go. Beyond that, the CMC is not going to people making false promises or fake promises, deceiving the Liberian people. Vote for all, will do S, Y, and Z for you. We're not doing that. CMC is engaged in projects, making things happen. And this will go across the country. To every district, to every county, CMC will work with you, ask you what you need help with, what you need help on. Then the CMC will help you, whether it's building bridges, building clinics, building hospital, or anything you want to do, or empowering farmers, empowering market women. You tell us, we will do it for you. Then later on, we ask you for your support. So that's the difference. CMC like to ask you what you want, do for you first, and ask you later. Unlike other political parties, they always come to you first, ask for your vote, and promise to do for you. But by the time you elect them, they turn their back. You're not going to see them until the next election cycle. So, Honorable Caprice, I think we have tried to answer the questions. And
yes. You spoke well. And to the caller who talked about what is different or what makes CMC different, CMC is development oriented. That is one of the reasons we have joined this train. CMC, everybody wants to see development. One of the things that Liberia is crying for, and our people are crying for, is development. Infrastructure, we're talking about road connectivity, we're talking about hospitals, we're talking about bridges and other things that benefit our people. The CMC is engaged with development. It is not just about campaign, it's not just about election time. So that means if the CMC comes to power, they're going to do more. If the CMC can just do the kind of work that we are seeing across the country now, what more if they come to power? So let me just go quickly to the caller who talked about stigma on the Honorable Musa Assembly. And I think it is a group from the United Party who will always come up with this thing. They have nothing on the Honorable. They have nothing to say about him. He has been a straightforward man in terms of propagating the message, in terms of speaking truth to power. Honorable Musa Ability has been a transparent man. From everything you hear him say, when he's speaking, look in his eyes, just look at him. He speaks directly to the point. And this man, as I see him, I've not met him one-on-one, but I see him to be someone that he does not even have anything. If you think that he's going to go in corner to discuss with you, to discuss criminal something or something that will bring, it's not going to be possible. So I keep watching him and I see that he's one of those politicians, one of those leaders that Liberia is going to produce, who is going to stand up, who is going to speak truth to power. Talking about criminals, look at the current government. Look at those who are in government right now. Who is a clean politician now in Liberia? Who are you calling a clean politician currently? All of the people in power, they're all criminals. And you're talking about a man who uses his personal resources to develop the country, to build bridges, to do a lot of things, a lot of work across the country. You're talking about a man who takes his own money from his private business and imparting lives across the country. And because this is a propaganda, they use it to just make him look ugly, like he's a bad person. And there's another caller who talk about because of religion or where he's from. My brother, listen to me. Leadership is not about religion. Leadership is about service to the people. No matter whether you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, you are a Buddhist, once you are capable to serve, you are a leader. That's why I am a pastor on this show. Let me tell you, I am a pastor. So one of my pastor friends come and say, well, whenever you are a pastor, and then how will you want to support a Muslim party? I said, this is not a Muslim party. Oh, but the bridges that the man is building now in all of the places that Muslim folks driving on the bridges, you got Christians driving on the bridges. You got Christians going to the hospitals. You understand? He just bought few pickups in Liberia County. I saw white pickups and donated those pickups to hospitals. Are those hospitals, are they being used by only Muslims? No. So the issue of religion is no longer the topic. What matters now is service to the people. And Honorable Musa comes with that taste to the people. He comes with leadership. He comes with the ability to lead, to serve his people. He's a servant. He's not just a politician, but he's a servant. And that's one of the reasons why we support him. And I want to encourage all of the callers and those who are not CMC, who are from the Unity Party. I'm just encouraging you right now to make up your mind. Think about it. Because you are going to miss the mark if you do not join the CMC. Because the CMC is less alternative, and that the Liberian people is looking up to provide the kind of leadership that will better the lives of people. So Honorable Musa Ability is not a criminal. He's a free man working. If you think that he's a criminal, the government can prosecute him. How can you call somebody a criminal, but you cannot prosecute that person. You don't have the power, the authority. Then it means that you are just, the issue of just calling people characters in Liberia is very bad. They look at you and just tell you that, oh, you do this, without proof. You understand? If you want to know more about this honorable man, call him, go closer, ask him, honorable, these are the things, and he's going to explain, and he has explained these things over and over on OKFM, on other days of the radio stations, even right here on the SKTV. You understand? But the Unity Party has a way of painting people black. This is why they will never come to power again. This is the end of the Unity Party, and I'm here. I am not against any other party in this country. The only party that will never take power in this country is the Unity Party. And I can say this to you. If you are in the Unity Party, you are working in the government today, just work. Make sure if you want to steal you. But when we come to power, when the CMC comes to power, we will prosecute you. We'll make sure we take all the money you steal, all of the things you've done against the people of this country. We're going to prosecute you under the CMC government. And this is one of the reasons we joined the CMC. Because the CMC is based, its foundation is based on what we call the rule of law. We believe in the rule of law. If you commit any crime, you are going to be prosecuted by the CMC. We are not hiding behind anything. This is exactly what the CMC is going to do. So thank you so much. I think just made some clarity.
Thank you so much, my brother. You nailed it. You said it well. So we're going to open the line here in the diaspora. If anybody wants to come in and say something, you are more than welcome to come in. We will wait for another 5 or 10 minutes before we leave from here, just to accommodate other people who may be in the diaspora who wants to chip in. The lines are open. You can call in. Just pin the numbers. Call in, and then we will be more than happy to. Yeah, so the phone numbers are there. Let me see here. Yeah, so I just pinned the phone numbers. Go ahead. You can call us 480-862-0783 or 401-2081. Call one of those numbers. We will definitely be able to bring you on, and you will, contribute. So, Honorable Kipris, you said something really, important when it comes to the idea of development, bridges that he builds, or the CMC is doing now, and schools, hospitals, and other, developmental agenda. Like say, for example, the bridge, they're going to be connecting District number 9 and District number 1, Bon County and Nima County. Also, the bridge are going to be built connecting Bon Mines, Lower Bon County to Bapulu. People are going to be crossing over those bridges are not people who belong to one religious denomination. They are all Liberians, regardless of their background. So you think people should actually, think the actors who are making those arguments are actually making argument that people are going to buy to say, oh, they made a Madingo, they made a Muslim, they made a this. In fact, Musability is not a standard barrier yet. The CMC agenda is beyond Musability. So why do you think people making those kind of arguments? What are you trying to get at?
Yeah, that's why those kind of arguments, they are baseless. Honorable Musa, do you know that the wife of Honorable Musa is a Christian? She goes to church. He got married in the church. When we spoke on the phone, he told me, he said, my wife is a Christian. He said, why do you think that I went and married a Christian? I have never forced my wife to come to the mosque. He said this to me. And when he spoke to me, I was like, wow. I said, well, is he truly a Muslim? Is he truly a Mandingo? Up to present, I'm still wondering, because I have not seen this thing. And I've not seen it. It's very difficult to see a Muslim man, a real typical Muslim, goes out to a church and enter the church, stand at the altar, and marry with the Bible. So, Honorable Musa Ability is not that kind of person who people think that he is, that he's a kind of religious man that loves Muslim more than Christian. No. In fact, when it comes to politics, when it comes to leadership, the issue of religion is not important. We don't look at who is a Christian. Listen, do you know how many Christians have become presidents in this country? Do you know how many? The current president is a deacon. He's a Christian. The current president. So if Christians were doing well, and this is where I have problems with Christians. I'm a pastor. I preach this message to my church, and everybody will be like, wow, this is true. And it's reality. You understand? Do you know? I preach on the Bible. The Bible said judgment will start from the church. Judgment will start from the, they didn't say it will start from the mosque. And I keep asking myself, why did the Bible say judgment will start from the church? I keep wondering. So people should not use religion as a backyard state to break other people down. Because God is not looking at religion. He's not looking at a religion. God does not know anything called Muslim, anything called Christian. Those are earthly made religions. God knows that once we believe in, for us Christians, we will believe in Jesus. That's our faith. But anything religion, it is not about God. God doesn't care about the religion you form. He cares about your faith, what you think He is, and what you think, who you think He is to you. That's what God cares about. So I don't really go after religion. What I go after is the service to the people when it comes to leadership. Service to the people. A Muslim man can lead this country, and this country will change for good. Oh, yeah. A Christian could also do the same. But how many Muslims have we had to become president in this country? We have had more than, I don't know, all of the presidents that have become, that have led this country are all Christians. In fact, some of them are pastors. Oh, yes, they are pastors. So why will you be against a Muslim man, a Mandingo man also leading? I have serious problem with that. And this is where I'm going to really challenge a lot of people. And we are going to open the Bible to the very Christians and tell them that this thing, the leadership you're talking about, is not about religion, it's about service. So let's look at Musa accountability. Is he not rendering service to people? Is he not building hospitals? Is he not going down to the poor people, helping them? Is he not building roads? You know, so you just understand that our people's minds are far from the reality. They are thinking narrowly about just becoming Muslim only because the hate they have in their mind for Muslims. Oh yes, okay, let me share this with you, please. I travel to other countries, Guinea, other countries that have Muslim, highly Muslim populated areas. Do you know that those who did good to me, one of them were Muslim? Oh yes, but yet and still, I'm a man of God. And I'm a Christian. But those people in Nigeria, they call them the Malam from Niger. Those are the guys who are very good. When I entered Nigeria newly, I didn't have much. At a certain point, I had to go to one Muslim guy that got his shop, Malam, and say, sir, give me some spaghetti, tomorrow I'll pay you. And he will give it to me, I will go eat. Then he tell me that I'm a Christian, so he can't give me spaghetti to eat. You know how many Muslims did good for me? So it's not about religion. It's just about the heart, good heart for country, good heart for humanity, and service to the people. For me, that's my reality. That's why I'm calling on the Musa Assembly. That's it.
Thank you so much, my brother. I want to say thank you to everybody for following SKTV. I want to encourage you to keep following SKTV, not just today, but every day. We are on every day, 6 to 8 p.m. Liberia time. So if you're in the East Coast, it's 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. For my end here is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Arizona time. I want to say thank you to all of you. Honorable Praise, I really appreciate your time. I want to, encourage you to keep coming. The more you come, the more you speak, the better it will be for us, not only this platform, but also for CMC and Liberia as a whole. So I want to say thank you. We can leave it there for today, unless you have something else to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for the show. I think this show is going to do good for our country. And our country is going to be transformed through this show. Very soon I can see Liberians pull into this show because the issues will be addressed here and our people will be happy. Thank you so much to all of our callers and those who have followed the show. And we hope to see a better day for Liberia.
Thank you, my brother. So those of you who are following us on Facebook, we are also on YouTube, we are on Instagram, and we are on radio stations. So we are everywhere. That's why we have hundreds of thousands of people following SKTV every day. So we appreciate your time, and we'll see you tomorrow. So thank you, Chief.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who willing to serve. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The brothers giving us the end of the rest of them. So welcome and life without again.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Cleverly, so I can't SKTV Benyo. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes, I know money, the more I know. And you love
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I dine ya tumale, and a salia ya tumale, and a quanagli ya tumale, and a quadruva ya tumale, and a dine ya tumale, and a salia ya tumale, and a quanagli.